Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praise, glory, honor goes to Yahweh Shem Yahushua for giving us this truth. Double honor to all the elders, teaching on the four corners of the earth, teaching the truth and sincerity to you. I'll say shalom. Brother Khan from the Seven, the Lions of Judah, Joshua around here in Chicago, to you. I'll say shalom. It's a beautiful day outside today. I'm at the park getting some laps in through the spirit, power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Coming at y'all with another video through the spirit. The title of this video is going to be titled, "And much knowledge comes much sorrow." All right? And much knowledge comes much sorrow, man. And it's truth, man. All right? The more you understand, all right, this truth, the more you're going to stand alone. The more you're going to find yourself alone. All right? It's just like if you try to, teach your family this word, they're not going to get it. Because guess what? Let me get the scripture. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 18. And it reads, "For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow." All right? So the more you know, the more you're going to be upset about this world, man. All right? And that's going to cause you to lose some of your friends, man. But that's a good thing because the Lord is the one that's in charge of all this stuff, man. All right? It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7, and it reads, "Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart," man. All right? So, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. So when you buying all these books, all right, you're going into these deep breakdowns on how we ruled the Dark Ages, how we was in the Byzantine Empire, all right. You're going into these deep breakdowns of these books that shows the so-called Negroes, all right, were Jews in the 1600s, the 1500s, all right, 1400s, that they were actually called the Jews by Edomites, man. All right, when you go into these books, man, and you try to tell your mama, you try to tell your daddy, you try to tell your grandfather, your cousins and all that, and they don't even get it. You know why? Let's get it again. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 18, and it reads, "For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow," man. All right? See, because we know our people like the back of our hand, man. They talk a good game. They act like they want to get down with this, with the knowledge. But then they only saying that because they want to just communicate with you, That's why sometimes it's best to take the high road, man. All right? It's best just to take the high road, and leave them alone. Because as much as you talk to them, it becomes a disagreement, It's the book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 10, and it reads, "And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another." All right? So when you start telling them that we the real people of the book, they're going to be offended, man. When you telling your auntie, all right, that they can't eat swine no more, or they can't eat shrimp, crab, lobster, man. All right, so they starting to despise everything that come out your mouth, okay? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, and many shall be offended, man. You telling me that I can't eat swine, you telling me that I can't go to Red Lobster and order a red lobster, That's why I say, and many shall be offended, man. Reading on. Going on. This is the book of Matthew chapter 11, verse 6, and it reads, "And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me," man. So the Bible says you blessed when you're not offended. But you can't tell your people that because guess what? They are offended. And that's why it's best to just take the high road, You know, it's just best not to tell them about this truth, because you're not gonna convince your family about what they believe in, man. You know what I'm saying? So the next time you go over your folks' house, don't even bring the Bible up. Even if they bring the Bible up, don't even talk about it. You know why? Because it's a new day. The Lord, he wants who he wants. When you read the Apocrypha, he tells you that he kept one grape of the cluster. That whole vine, all right, the fruits, it went bad, man. And that represents the whole vine tree of the nation of Israel, man. The Lord kept one grape out of all the cluster. He kept one grape, and everything else he despised, man. So the Most High is not dealing with religion. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not dealing with your family members who still struggling to get this truth. Hey, just leave them alone, man. Just leave them alone. The Lord told you where to go. He told you to Salakia, go to the highways and the byways. All right, leave these carnal people alone, because they just not gonna get it. Okay, your whole mission is to go out in the streets and wake up the 12 tribes of Israel, which consists on you so-called Negroes, all right, Latinos, Native American Indians, man. All right, the true Jews and Israelites according to the Bible. All right, it's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 15, and it reads, "When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whosoever readeth, let him understand." All right, so whosoever readeth, let him understand. Yahweh Shai is saying that for a reason, because everybody don't believe in this truth, man. All right, that's why the scriptures tell you to seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. All right, so if you're not reading, what are you doing? All right, so we have to seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read and meditate upon these scriptures. All right, we have to exhortate one another. We have to we have to build each other up, man. We have to find faith. All right, and what? Keeping the laws, statutes, commandments. Also speaking things into existence, like we want Babylon to be destroyed. So we telling somebody something like June 1st, man, we hope things start to heat up, and supposedly people that supposedly be Hebrew Israelites in this truth, they not hoping for this place to fall. Then guess what? They not even in the truth. All right, when you tell them something, or you just try to, build their faith up that Yahweh Shai is still coming, all right, he's still going to deliver us from these wicked 2/3 people in these other nations. You know what I'm saying? You try to tell them something, it don't recollect. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't have the faith, man. And I'm talking about Israelites, man. So we got to keep the faith, man. We got to continue to speak things in existence, man. All right, because Yahweh Shai coming back, we still got to find faith while we still here, because it haven't happened yet. But as I'm speaking right now, this place is crumbling, man. All right, as I'm speaking right now, the economy is crumbling, man. You know what I'm saying? So don't get comfortable here in this hellhole, man. Because a lot of our people, they like to be comfortable and they like to be dazzled and BS, man. All right. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 12, and it reads, "And further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end, and much study is a weariness of the flesh. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of men." All right. So it started off by saying, "And further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end, and much study is a weariness of the flesh." All right. So when you studying, man, going into these other books, like I just brought out earlier, you know what I'm saying, and you finding out more deeper breakdowns, you try to tell your kin folks who not even keeping the commandments, man. it's gonna leave you weary, man. You're gonna wonder, like, why am I getting all this information and everybody don't want to hear it? It's because it's not for them. That's why Yahweh Shah told us to go to the highways and hedges, man, to go out and teach the gospel. All right. So just know that the more knowledge that you increase, the more sorrow that you're gonna have, man. So with that, I hope this video was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. To you, Shalom.